divine revelation, it is a concept that has captivated humanity for millennia. A higher power unveils truth. This truth is absolute. This truth guides us. It shapes belief systems and civilizations. But can we truly know something to be divinely revealed? Or is it a matter of faith, a leap beyond the tangible? Divine revelation forms the bedrock of many religions. It is woven into sacred texts and pronouncements. It dictates morality, purpose, and the afterlife. But the human relationship with divine revelation is complex. It is not simply passive acceptance. It is a dance between faith and doubt, obedience and questioning. Throughout history, individuals and institutions have claimed divine revelation. They use it to justify actions, beliefs, and social structures. But this raises a crucial question. Can a concept so open to interpretation truly be a source of absolute truth? Or is it a tool wielded for power and control? The very nature of divine revelation, its subjective interpretation, makes it ripe for exploitation. Today we explore the impact of divine revelation on belief and power. It examines the fine line between faith and reason. It emphasizes the importance of critical inquiry in navigating the complexities of belief. Religion, often intertwined with divine revelation, has long been a force shaping societies. It provides moral frameworks, social cohesion, and a sense of meaning. But this influence can be a double-edged sword. Throughout history, religious institutions and leaders have wielded significant power. Divine revelation, often presented as unquestionable truth, becomes a tool for control. From ancient theocracies to medieval Europe, the fusion of religious and political authority is evident. Rulers claimed divine right. They justified their actions as the will of a higher power. This gave them immense control over their subjects. Dissent became not only a political act, but also a transgression against the divine. Religious institutions, too, have exerted their influence. They held sway over education, law, and social norms, shaping societies according to their interpretations of divine revelation. This power dynamic is not a relic of the past. Even today, religious beliefs influence laws, policies, and social attitudes around the world. The intertwining of divine revelation, religion, and power raises crucial questions. How do we differentiate between genuine spiritual guidance and the manipulation of belief for control? When does faith become a tool for oppression? And how can individuals and societies navigate this complex relationship between belief and power? To understand the dynamics of religion and power, we turn to the insights of Karl Marx and Michel Foucault. These thinkers offer critical perspectives on how belief systems, including those rooted in divine revelation, can perpetuate and mask power structures. Karl Marx famously described religion as the opiate of the masses. He argued that religion served as a tool of the ruling class to pacify the oppressed. By promising a better life after death, religion, according to Marx, encouraged acceptance of existing social inequalities and discouraged rebellion. Divine revelation, in this context, becomes a mechanism for maintaining the status quo. Michel Foucault, on the other hand, focused on the ways in which power operates through discourse and knowledge production. He argued that institutions, including religious ones, exert power by defining what is considered true, normal, and acceptable. Divine revelation presented as unquestionable truth can be seen as a form of discourse that shapes individuals' understanding of themselves and the world. Both Marx and Foucault offer valuable lenses through which to critique the role of divine revelation in power dynamics. They encourage us to question taken for granted assumptions and to examine how belief systems, even those claiming divine origin, can be used to legitimize and maintain existing power structures. One of the most compelling arguments against the unquestionable nature of divine revelation lies in the sheer diversity of religious beliefs. Throughout history and across cultures, countless individuals and groups have claimed to receive divine truths. These revelations often differ, sometimes drastically, leading to a complex and often contradictory tapestry of beliefs. If divine revelation is a singular, absolute truth, how do we reconcile the conflicting claims of different religions? Each faith presents its own set of scriptures, prophets, and interpretations of the divine. These differences have led to theological debates, schisms within religions, and even violent conflicts. The existence of multiple, often conflicting claims of divine revelation suggests that human interpretation and cultural context shape religious beliefs. It raises questions about the objectivity of divine revelation and highlights the human tendency to project our own values and understandings onto the divine. This diversity of belief is not necessarily a problem. It highlights the richness and complexity of human spiritual experience. However, it does challenge the notion of a single, universally accepted divine truth. It encourages us to approach claims of divine revelation with a critical and discerning mind, recognizing the role of human interpretation and the potential for bias. The relationship between faith and reason has long been a subject of debate. Faith, often defined as belief without proof, seems to stand in opposition to reason, which emphasizes logic, evidence, and critical thinking. This tension is particularly relevant when considering divine revelation, which often requires a leap of faith beyond empirical evidence. Some argue that faith and reason are incompatible, that belief in divine revelation requires surrendering rational thought. Others see faith and reason as complementary, arguing that reason can support and deepen faith, while faith can provide a framework for understanding the world beyond the reach of science. Balancing faith and reason requires a nuanced approach. Blind faith, unquestioning acceptance of any claim of divine revelation, can be dangerous. It can lead to fanaticism, intolerance, and resistance to progress. On the other hand, dismissing faith entirely ignores the profound impact it has had on human history, culture, and morality. The key lies in finding a balance in approaching claims of divine revelation with both an open heart and a critical mind. This involves acknowledging the limits of reason while also recognizing the importance of evidence, logic, and intellectual honesty in shaping our beliefs.